Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Neil here, and today we're checking out two PRS guitars. These are both custom 2408s, but one is at one end of the price range for PRS guitars and the other one is kind of in the middle, okay? We're going to check out both of these guitars, but first of all I want to tell you about a Thomann affiliate link that is down there below in the description. So if you click on that link and go through that link, any gear that you want to buy at all, type it into the search engine there on the Thomann site. Once you've gone through the link, buy it, and it really helps me out at this end. When I get into the playing part of this video, guys, I'm going to be using a Sonic Matrix 2 Pro. This is a multi-effects amp modeler type pedal, you know what they are like. And if you go down there below, there's an affiliate link for that one as well. Go through that Sonic affiliate link, type in code Neil, and you actually get 10% off as well when you buy anything on the Sonic website. So without further ado, that's enough plugs. We're going to check out these two guitars, and these two guitars are both awesome, but very different in my opinion. Okay, so first of all I want to talk about these two guitars and how different they feel and how different they look and everything like that. Now first of all I just want to say that this one here was the first one that PRS sent me. This is the SE Custom 2408. It's absolutely fantastic. There are 8 different pickup selections that you can make within this guitar, which is where it gets its name, 2408. This one is exactly the same, has the same pickup selection options there. This one is made in the USA. This one is made in the purpose-built Cork factory in Indonesia. Now, the reason I'm making a big deal out of saying it's purpose-built is because there is only PRS guitars that are made there, and the guitars that are made there are made to PRS spec by Cork engineers that are trained and looked over by the guys at PRS. So basically it's not like the other Cork factory, in my opinion. It only makes PRS guitars, it's purpose-built, and they are exceptional quality for the money. This one retails here, this SE, at about, I think it's 1,100-ish at the moment, give or take. And this one over here you can pick up at 1,700, 1,800 over here in the UK at the moment. Both excellent guitars. Now, first I just want to get this out of the way. So when I first saw this guitar, which is an S2, I looked at the pickups and I thought these were slimmer than the humbuckers that are in this guitar. And then when I actually purchased the guitar and I realized it didn't sound any thinner or any not too different in certain ways, I realized that the pickups in this guitar just look like they are like narrow field pickups when really they're actually not. They're just regular humbuckers, you know. So when I measured them, because I had to measure them to confirm this, the spacings in the bobbins and everything are exactly the same. There's no difference that I can see. The surrounds around these pickups are super low profile, and because of the shape of them, that's what makes the pickups look kind of, you know, thinner, I guess, to my eyes. They might not do to everyone's, but they do to mine. These ones here are your regular shape. Now I hook my finger around regular surrounds like these ones here, and I thought it might bother me with these ones being like kind of low profile sloped in there, but it doesn't at all. It's actually really comfortable, and yeah, I really like this guitar, you know. So basically that's that. I wanted to get that out of the way. Also, these pickups on this S2 are kind of curved, okay? The bobbins are curved, so they kind of mimic the shape of your strings. That may make a difference, it may not. I've done some measurements and tried to get everything set up wise exactly the same, just to make this demo as close as I possibly could. This guitar here looks amazing in the flesh. I don't know what it looks like on camera, but it looks amazing. Obviously it's got neck binding, body binding, headstock binding, and it's also got that veneer on there that matches the body, which I absolutely love. I love the way this guitar looks. I'm not really a blue guitar fan, if I'm honest, but this guitar, it does look pretty stunning. I do like it, and it is available in other colours as well. But I just love the bind on there, and love the bird inlays and everything. I think it sets it off and looks really nice, and it looks way more expensive than it actually is. This guitar here, I also like the look of. Again, red is not particularly my preferred colour of guitar. This one obviously looks quite more vintage and quite more PRS-like. The difference in the bodies, guys, is mainly the bevel on this guitar. Now, this is a real classic PRS style bevel around the edge. I don't know if you can see it in the light. I'm trying to move it around so we can catch that. And believe me, it makes a difference. When you're sat playing this guitar and it's under your arm, you can feel that bevel, you can feel the difference, and your elbow is not as flared out, and for me it's just a bit more comfortable, you know. So it's not just for aesthetics, it actually does make quite a big difference. That is another reason why when I see, or I've seen other videos where people have compared similar guitars to these before, and they've done a blind test and they don't say they can't tell the difference between them, that's a lot of rubbish, you know, because that bevel, you can't miss it. Once that's under your arm, and once you even touch the guitar at all, you can feel that bevel there, and you know that it's a different playing position from this guitar here. Other than that, the guitars are pretty similar. Both made from the same woods, but obviously different trees, different factories, whatever else. Both are see-through around the back. Both need a damn good clean, because since I got them, I have absolutely hammered these guitars. I've played them a real lot. Super comfortable, really like them. The neck profiles here, this one's a bit of a strange one for me, because this is pattern thin. Well, that's what it's called, because it's a US model, and this one is wide thin. Now, I can't tell much difference. I think they're the same, if I'm totally honest. They feel the same. Obviously, the guitars do differ, but I can't tell much difference between them. Both guitars stay in tune equally well. They both stay in tune great. In fact, when I tuned them before this demo, the B string on both guitars was slightly out, and I mean slightly, like super slightly, but apart from that, the guitars were in tune just great. I'm not sure where the pickups are made on the SE model. I probably should have checked that out before I started the video, but I don't know where they're made, but these pickups are made in the USA just like the rest of the guitar. This guitar is slightly heavier than this one. I like my guitars heavy, particularly PRSs. I want my guitar to weigh as much as it can, because I believe that tone is better when you have a heavier guitar. I've played some colossal weighing Les Pauls in my time, and they all sounded great. So, you know, I'd rather have something that's a bit heavy on the strap or on your knee or whatever than something that's light and sounds thin. So yeah, I really like that. You know, they're not super heavy or anything, but they are quite weighty, I think. Build quality wise, guys, the frets are rounded off the same. This one has obviously a nitro gloss finish on it, This one has a poly finish on it, and there's a difference to the touch for sure. The nitro is a bit more sticky till you actually get playing it, and the poly is kind of smoother. You can probably see in the light the difference in finishes. Now, the main thing is, like, as a guitarist, I know that the nitro finish is the one everyone goes for, and that's the expensive one. We know that, because we're guitar players. But I showed my wife and my son both of these guitars. I said, which one do you prefer and why, and what do you like about them? And to the eye, they both preferred this one. They said this one looks way better. And they also said that the gloss on this one didn't look as nice. Obviously, they don't know what they're talking about because they're not guitarists like us. We know that a nitro finish is better, but that's just that. So both guitars play absolutely fantastic. I don't know the difference between these guitars tone-wise. What I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to use a couple of high-gain presets, play a couple of riffs for you, just using the bridge pickup for all you high-gain guys. And then I'm going to go through the different 8, I think it is, selections of pickups on a clean channel. Again, I'm using the Sonic 8 Matribox 2 Pro, and the clean channel is just dry. It's just the driest clean channel I could find, the driest preset, sorry, I could find in there. And yeah, that's it. That's what we're going to do. Okay guys, so now you've listened to that, I'm going to please you high gain guys. We're going to use the bridge humbuckers just in humbucker mode, and I'm going to play a couple of riffs using two different presets, again on the Sonic Matribox Pro 2. These are my presets dialed into how I like them. One's a bit more filthy than the other. Let's see how they fare using them for high gain. Okay guys, so that is the end of the video. What did you think? I mean, I like both of his guitars. In the end, I kind of play them both equally. When this guitar first arrived, I played it a hell of a lot. It was on my knee nearly every day. When this guitar arrived, it kind of knocked the spots off this one, you know. It was on my knee more and took this one's place. Now I've had them both a number of weeks. I'm just picking up either one of them and playing them both, and I really like them both. What I will say is that this one does feel like you have a real Daddy PRS on your knee. It does feel different to this one, and for sure this one does feel cheaper than this one, which you'd expect, and so it should do. I didn't think the difference between these two guitars play-wise and feel-wise and look-wise would be as big as it actually is, because I was stunned by the quality of the SE. But yeah, for sure, the S2, you can see where the extra 600, 700 pounds is going. And I think if you've got it to spare, then go for an S2. You won't be disappointed. If you don't have the money to go for an S2, then do not worry, because the SEs are absolutely fantastic guitars and they will definitely serve their purpose, whether you're recording, playing at home, gigging live. They are fantastic guitars and very, very reliable. I do still love the actual configuration of the maple veneer on there and the maple veneer on the headstock. I do love the look of this guitar more, I think, but I can't help but know that this one is more expensive and it feels more expensive. And yeah, I prefer this look, but this guitar feels better because it's more expensive and you expect it to. And I wish that this guitar had this finish and looked like this, but was this more expensive model, if that makes sense. At this point of the video, guys, I've not heard the tones myself, so I have to listen to that to make my own mind up, and I'll be putting my own comment down there below on what I think about these guitars. In the room, what I will say is they play and feel pretty similar through the high gain channel. I think this one had a bit more gain. It felt like it had a bit more gain, a bit more crunch, a bit more bite to it. This one was a bit cleaner. Not massive difference, but that was the only difference I could feel. As I always say, guys, it doesn't matter what I think, it only matters what you think. Use your ears, not mine, and let me know down there below in the comments which guitar you prefer. And it's mainly the tones that you guys will hear, because obviously you can't feel both of these guitars, but I really want to know what you guys think of the tone difference, which one you prefer, and is there a massive difference? Let me know down below in the comments, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget my affiliate links down there below in the description, and I'll see you all very, very soon with more PRS guitars on the channel.